I can fix you, but I shouldn't. I have this problem where when someone presents me with their issues, whatever dilemmas they're going through in their life, my mind thinks perfect, right? It's a project I can work on. My mission is to make them feel better, and it doesn't come from a selfish place like, oh, my mission, like it's all about me. But it's like my mind does process it like that. Yeah, it's project that I can work on. And it becomes really easy to confuse attraction with responsibility. I think it's because I'm drawn to people with chaos. As crazy as that sounds, but what happens is potential becomes way more enticing than present reality, and I can't enjoy present reality for who people are right now. That becomes very dangerous very quickly. I immediately look at their life and start planning it as if it's a group project. And I know for me personally, my personal experience, I was trying to help one of my mates, I guess, set their life together, like pattern up their routine and everything, I guess, yeah, just their routine from a week to week basis and discover who they really are, who they want to be. The whole time, this person couldn't even plan a day. Not do a day, couldn't even plan it, plan a week. I jumped ahead of myself and I was thinking perfect group assignment as per usual. And I didn't see it as a problem because it felt three things. It felt very natural. It felt very helpful because, right, I'm helping them. They have goals and I'm bringing them closer to their goals. And it felt like love. We express love with our words a lot of the time. I love you. I love you too, whatever it happens to be. If your love is dormant, if there's no practical change in the love, what's the point? And so I see love as an action, and plenty of things feel like love, but they're not love. It may come from a place where you're desiring to love that person, but that doesn't mean that it is love. And you have to be careful. I need to be more careful. Lighting's a little bit different because we had to film this the next day. But anyways, the reasons why we try and fix other people, or I notice I try and fix other people, is the first one is control. When my own life feels uncertain and unpredictable, it feels like I'm gaining some sort of a more tangible sense of control when I'm fixing somebody else's life. And on top of that, fixing someone else feels easier than fixing myself, right? Because if I'm able to, I guess, tell them, oh, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, that's my job done. But for me, I have to identify those things about myself and then I have to do something about it. It's not healthy for you. Control in that sense, like, don't get me wrong, helping other people is a great thing, but trying to fix people yourself as an escape to try and control your own life, that's an issue. Alongside that, there's also the validation aspect of things. If I am able to improve someone's life and I guess fix them, they become reliant on me. They need me in a sense. And being needed feels like being valued. Their dependence is my emotional reassurance. So I'm trying to fix others because of my internal insecurities. The third reason is probably avoidance. When I'm able to, which kind of ties back to the first idea of control, but fixing somebody else's issues allows me to avoid my own. And my own are obviously harder to, I guess, fix because I'm the one actually doing it. So I can tell people or be there for other people or however so, which isn't a bad thing. But when it's to avoid your own issues, emotional outsourcing, right? I can't solve my own chaos, so I'm going to solve somebody else's. And the fourth reason is familiarity. If you grew up in a position of being the older sibling or taking care of everyone in a friend group, playing on a sports team, whatever it is, and everyone has some sort of experience of familiarity within solving other people's problems. Let's just say, as an example, the older sibling situation. As you grow up, you become automatically delegated to step in when help is needed, right? Mess is made, you need to clean it up. Or take care of the younger siblings. Maybe in a friend group it would look a little bit different, right? It's like, oh yeah, you just naturally may start looking out for people because you care for them. And that familiarity of taking responsibility isn't a bad thing, but it can subconsciously often be misinterpreted as if there's an issue, I need to fix it and I need to do something about it. So that familiarity and that natural subconscious wiring that occurs there causes, at least me, to feel like I need to take a step up on somebody else's issues. And I don't know if this analogy will make sense, but trying to fix someone is kind of like trying to install an update on an app that is constantly refusing to update. It's like you're trying to do it and there's some sort of satisfaction or escape from, not even satisfaction, let's just say it's escape from pain, from just leaving the app alone. You realize that it's not working, just leave it. And that causes you a little bit of pain versus trying to do it over and over again causes you still pain, still frustration, but at least you're doing something about it. And yeah, you can't keep just beating over a dead bush or beating over a dead horse. Does that even make sense? Now. Why is it so bad to try and fix people, okay? We explained why we do it, why I do it, but there's 5 reasons why it's bad. 5 main reasons that I've been able to identify is that you get a role shift, okay? Instead of being somebody's partner, you start to become their parent, right? You start monitoring their moods, their habits. And this does not happen. You don't actively think about these things. But when somebody else isn't doing well, you automatically stop feeling well as well. And there's always going to be somebody that's not doing well. You can do what you can to try and help them, but there's only so much you can do. The second reason I would give you is emotional overload. You start to carry their responsibilities and the burdens of things that you can't actually do yourself, right? Their job is to do their things, but you're taking the burden of it, which you can't control if they do their things. It's just too much for you to handle. You end up investing into a person that they haven't chosen. And when I look back in my life, I'm like, damn, the amount of times I've invested into somebody that they haven't chosen to be is just wasted energy. You might as well just invest in yourself because you can choose that person. The third reason is imbalance, right? It becomes a one-sided relationship. You help them and they're just receiving. There's also imbalance that occurs as a third reason. The relationship becomes one-sided, and that kind of links back to the first one of the role shift, right? You're just giving and they're consistently, receiving. And what if you need to be the one that receives the help? Because the dynamic is so, set and so defined in that, oh, I'm giving you, you receive it. It becomes very tricky and people just get used to it. It's not their fault, but people just get used to it. And this imbalance leads to the fourth problem of it, is burnout and resentment. You feel completely drained and unappreciated, which no one wants to feel like that. You start to realize that you are way more invested in their goals than they are in their own goals. And look, this dynamic kills chemistry. It does. That's how you end up losing friendships. From you helping them to your friendship, disintegrating slowly over time. And on top of you losing the friendship, you also lose yourself. You lose your own identity. You start to lose track of your own goals start to fade, and who you are just becomes a person that helps people. You just become the helper. The realization, people only change when they want to change. That's it. Nothing. They can only change when they want to. No amount of advice, no amount of effort, no amount of support will allow that transformation to occur. And you can, inspire people to change, but you cannot reconstruct them. You can't. And even me reflecting on this is something that I definitely need to work on. Separating support versus saving people. You can never save them, you can only support them. You can only throw out a raft for them to catch, but you can't actually be the one that grabs onto the raft for them. No matter how close you put the raft to them, they have a choice to grab it or not. And outside of that, that's all you got. And the thing is, that's weird, is when you see faults in people, or it's not even faults, it's just the gap between who they desire to be and who they are now. That's what I'm referring to when I say faults. I don't mean actual fault, which it applies to as well. But you can love someone without needing to fix those faults. And you need to learn to love people without having to fix their fault. Love is not a rehab center. Love isn't a rehab center. Just be present. Enjoy them for who they are. Love them for who they are. Take care of them, support them, enjoy your time with them for who they are. And I think a really good way to go about this is to ask, if you stopped helping, would they bother to help themselves? If the answer is no, then it sounds like you're the one carrying the relationship. You're just dragging them, like, oh, you're kind of living their life for them. My new standards, first of all, self-awareness. Someone that notices their own patterns, someone that reflects on the situation internally before acting. The second one would be accountability. Understanding that I am responsible for my own life, which goes back to that point of neglecting your own troubles to try and solve somebody else's. Balanced effort. They bring their half to your friendship, relationship, whatever it is, as well as you bring your half. They don't rely on you as their entire support system, which is just partnership over parenting. Partnership over parenting. I think that's the whole, idea of this video, being able to fix someone, but don't. Sometimes you can't. If it's you doing it, if it's you doing the fixing, then they're not fixing. They're not fixing themselves. There's 4 practical, boundaries that you can reflect on, right? I have them written down here. The first one is, I can support you, but I won't carry you. Second one, I won't fix the problems that you avoid. And that one's really big, because if they're avoiding problems and you try and fix it for them, you will end up a mental mess. Third one, I am your partner, not your project manager. You help them, you support them where you can, but you're not their project manager. They're the project manager. I respect your journey, but I won't push you through it. You have to let them walk and help them support. So maybe they can fast walk, maybe they can jog, maybe they can sprint. But if they're not already walking, that's not your job. A healthy relationship looks like listening, encouraging, offering help only when they're helping themselves, and building together, not rebuilding them. Fixing people isn't love. Support is love. Respect is love. Choosing people that choose themselves, now that's a new standard. I can fix you, but I shouldn't. And now, I don't. Hey, I'll see you guys next week, Sunday, 5 p.m. Make sure you tune in. Check out the Instagram, TikTok, socials. They're all in the description. Subscribe, like it. Yeah, you all know the drill. I don't even gotta say it, but
love. That's all it's about. Everybody wanna figure out how complicated